Breaking: Tinubu appoints new CBN governor months after Emefiele was suspended. See who he has appointed. Yes, he has appointed another Yoruba man, even though after removing or arresting Emefiele, the acting CBN governor had been a Yoruba man. Now another Yoruba man has been fully selected, elected, and appointed as the new CBN governor for the next 5 years. I'm sure the acting CBN governor, I don't know where they have put him now, but I'm sure he has left office, but his name has entered into Guinness Book of Record as one-time acting CBN governor. That's okay. President Bola Tinubu has selected Dr. Olayemi Michael Cardoso to serve as the new governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria for a term of 5 years. In addition, the president nominated 4 new deputy governors of the Central Bank of Nigeria for initial terms of 5 years, pending confirmation by the Nigerian Senate, according to a statement released on Friday by Ajuri Ngelale, Special Advisor to the President, Media and Publicity. President Bola Tinubu has approved the nomination of Dr. Olayemi Michael Cardoso to serve as the new CBN governor for 5 years. At the outset, pending its confirmation by the Nigerian Senate, the complete press release states. So according to Section 8, Subsection 1 of the Central Bank of Nigeria Act 2007, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has the power to nominate the governor and 4 deputy governors for the Central Bank of Nigeria, subject to confirmation by the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So it means that he has just nominated them and they are going to be screened by the Senate. So they have not been approved yet and they have not been screened yet and they have not resumed office yet. Okay. So he has nominated them pending screening and approval by the Senate. So that is the information coming. Further, President Tinubu has authorized the nomination of 4 new deputy governors of the central bank for a term of 5 years at the outset, pending the approval by the Nigerian Senate. Their names as follows: Mrs. M.M. Nana Osoro, Mr. Muhammad Sani Abdullahi, Datijo, Mr. Philip Ikazo, and Dr. Balam Mbelu are the first 4 people listed. The president anticipates that the aforementioned nominees will successfully carry out crucial reforms at the Central Bank of Nigeria in line with President Bola Tinubu's agenda of renewed hope, which will boost the confidence of Nigerians and foreign partners in the restructuring of the Nigerian economy toward sustainable growth and prosperity for all. Now, wow. Governor Emefiele, who was detained in July by the Department of State Services on many charges of corruption and abuse of authority, will be replaced by Cardoso. This drew a lot of attention, and many Nigerians used the comment section to express their views. And then somebody is saying, hey, nepotism my feet, carry on, Mr. President. Can you imagine? Another person saying, has Emefiele been sacked? Of course, this shows that he's sacked automatically. Because if there is no official sack letter, then this is a breach of law or constitution. He has to be officially sacked, documented, and then you replace him. That the 2 letters can come simultaneously. Because you can't have 2 CBN governors. Government of Yorubas, even FRS is another Yoruba, nothing different from Buhari. Obasanjo is a nationalist any day. Abi, who is the man? 4 others as deputy, Bibawo. So that is the situation now. So CBN governors have been changed, even though we've not seen the official sack letter of Emefiele yet, but his replacement has been announced as Dr. Cardoso has taken over, though pending approval by the Senate. But we know that the Senate is a rubber stamp Senate, so they are not going to say anything. It's bow down and leave. That is how bow and go. That is what it's going to be. There's not going to be any excessive screening because it's coming from the president. Okay, so right now we are seeing the reform that's coming to or overhauling of the leadership of the CBN. I'm sure what happens here is that since the president has been empowered by the CBN Act of 2007 to nominate whoever that will be the CBN governor and his deputies, they will definitely look for people that will, do their bidding. That is the way I say it. Now, for this country, I tell you, the more you look, the less you see. So some people are already saying this is nepotistic, Yoruba people everywhere. But Buhari did it now. So it's the Yoruba time. Buhari brought everybody from Daura and everywhere, including people that did not go to school at all, to become member of his cabal. And they held Nigeria to ransom for 8 years. That is it. So now the Hausa people don't chop finish the north. It is the turn of the West, the Yorubas to chop. Where is Igbo in all of this? The Hausas and the Yorubas have put their hands together to make sure Igbo man does not smell the seat of power in Nigeria. And that is like putting Nigeria to sit on top of a gunpowder. Because the day it will explode, Nigeria will not be able to contain it. So that is the situation now. A replacement for Emefiele has been assigned. Somebody says it seems that God has finally left Nigeria. Now I say God has finally left Nigeria. How? Like and share? Okay, that's fine. So how did God leave Nigeria? Well, it is one of those things. God will not come down to build Nigeria for us. People will definitely do something because people have been empowered by God to make decisions, to make choices, and to do the needful. That is it. So God has actually not left Nigeria. God is just watching the people of Nigeria the way they want to manage or the way they are managing Nigeria. God will not come down to do everything by himself. That is why he has people. If you don't like the leaders you have, you change them using the democratic process. Of course, we say we're practicing democracy, even though it is more of democratic dictatorship, because we've seen how thuggery and rigging has been the order of the day in the politics, democratic politics in the world, including Nigeria. And Nigeria own has turned out to be the most brutal among all of the democratic processes in the world. Quite unfortunate. So the more we see people that empower, the more we lose hope. And the more we see that actually Nigeria seems to be operating under the curse of bad leadership. Quite unfortunate. So thank you for listening and let's have your comment.